Well, thanks for waking up here with us on this cool September morning here in the mountains of Northwest North Carolina. And we welcome you into another edition of Real Estate Review. It's brought to you by Mountainscape Realty in Jefferson, and on the telephone line for the second Wednesday in a row, a pleasure having with us Joe Chamberlain. Joe is owner and broker in charge of Mountainscape Realty in Jefferson and the 2022 president of the High Country Multiple Listing Service. Good morning, Joe. Glad to have you back on WKSK.
Good morning, Nathan. Good to be here.
Of course, each and every week now, we're going to have a different topic on our Real Estate Review show. But before we get into today's topic, how about a market update for our listeners here in the High Country?
Sure, Nathan. Not much changed in the last week, other than interest rates have hit a 20-year high. We're now looking at 6.25% to 6.5%. As we mentioned last week, not much has changed. The market's beginning to slow, especially with the local market. I think we've got about 487 homes on the market currently in the 4 counties, sold about 200 homes in August, which is about a 2.5-month inventory. But that's just a quick update, and I'll let you know if anything's changed, but it is slowing gradually.
Okay. And today's topic is?
Today's topic is going to be how to select the right agent for buying or selling in the High Country. So let me start by saying 95% of the people go with the first agent that they make contact with. This came out of a study from the National Association of Realtors. And that is fine if they have done their homework first. Unfortunately, most people do not. The first place, if you're looking to buy or sell a home and you're looking for an agent to help you, the first place is to start looking at that company, of those reviews and testimonials on the company. Those can be found online. Google does a great, or you can go to the individuals, Realtor.com, Zillow. They all have a place for reviews and testimonials. You want to start looking at those. Once you found a few highly rated firms, then visit those firms' websites, check out the individual agents and their profiles and stuff like that. Now you're looking for, at the individual agents, you want to look at that agent's experience. You want to look at their coverage areas. Where are they covering? You're looking for property in Boone, but they only cover Ashe County. And you're also looking at their individual bios to see if they've any particular awards they've won or anything that might connect you to a particular agent. Don't be afraid. There are going to be some agents maybe that don't have as much experience. If you're going to go with an agent that doesn't have a good amount of experience, you want to make sure that office works as a team and that that agent has good support, because the most important thing is that they know where to get the information that they're going to need if they don't know it. So that's probably the most important thing. You can also look at individual reviews. Most companies are going to post their reviews online. You want to look for those detailed reviews. You read enough of those reviews, you'll start realizing the kind of service that you might get from that particular agency.
And Joe, what's the most common mistake that sellers make in selecting a listing agent to list their property?
Sure, Nathan. Probably the biggest mistake that they make is you're going to see a lot of people will come out, they'll interview a few agents, they may talk to a few agents, and what we found all the time is those clients, they end up always selecting the person that gives them the highest price. In other words, I'll go out and we'll do a whole comparative market analysis on a property. We'll give them usually a range for them to of list prices, and usually if they interview 2 or 3 people, they're going to go with the person that's going to give them the highest price, and that's just natural. They want to get the highest price. Unfortunately, that usually leads to their first biggest mistake, is because if the property is overpriced, it lingers on the market, it doesn't sell, and now you end up having to get to the correct price, and usually even lower than that. So please, if there's one thing that you remember in listing the house, don't just go with the agent that's going to give you the lowest or the highest price. A lot of times those agents are newer. They may be going with you. A lot of times the other part is the individual seller themselves has a price in mind, and it's almost always high. But they're looking for an agent who will agree with them. So a lot of times newer agents will go away from what their research is telling them, what their due diligence is telling, and they'll just say, yeah, that's fine, we can go with that, I have no problem. You're doing a disservice to that client, and you as the seller should not be doing that. Let the agent, you're hiring them as a professional, let them tell you what it's worth and why. There's never a situation where they shouldn't be able to back up the price they're giving you with a good amount of research, that they can show you that active, sold, and currently under contract homes that are similar to yours, they can make that argument for you. So that's the biggest mistake they make, is just going with the one who's going to get who says they got the highest list price. Not the way to go.
Okay. Well, Joe, our time pretty much come and gone this morning on Real Estate Review. Joe Chamberlain, been chatting with him this morning, owner and broker in charge of Mountainscape Realty in Jefferson and the 2022 president of the High Country Multiple Listing Service. Joe, before we officially wrap it up this morning, contact information for Mountainscape Realty in Jefferson. May have someone out there looking to buy or sell this morning.
Absolutely. If you are looking to buy or sell, you can contact our office. We are located at 434 McConnell Street in Jefferson. You can reach us, the office, at 336-846-8977, or you can catch us online at www.mountainscaperealty.com.
Joe, thanks for calling in. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
You too, Nathan. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, thanks for waking up here with us on this